Hi, everyone, and welcome. In this Google Docs training series, I'm going to show you how you can utilize the interactive, advanced table of contents feature in Google Docs. And when I say advanced, it doesn't mean that you have to have advanced technology skills to do this, but it just makes a little bit more fancy version of your traditional table of contents within this document. So right here, I honestly have just pasted in a bunch of notes from other documents I've had just to give you something to work with here. But the feature within Google Docs is a table of contents, but it's basically a smart table of contents in that it constantly updates as you add more text, and it can even create links so you can jump to those specific sections of the text as needed. So this is really great if perhaps you're someone who makes study guides for your students and you have kind of a living, breathing study guide for the entire unit, or it's something you can show your students so they can easily jump to notes. Maybe they're taking digital notes and keep them organized, and it can create a table of contents for those different sections in their note sheet or the study guide. Could also be great for a project. If you're giving students a project and there's lots of different parts, this could help them jump really quickly to it without having to scroll quite a bit. It's also helpful if you're someone who works in meetings quite a bit and you have meeting minutes, meeting notes, and it's a pretty lengthy document as well. I will also say that a nice feature that Google has added is it does kind of create its own document outline over here now. This is something that's fairly new. You can even add a summary, and there's also the ability to change your view here from having it be a document that has page breaks to one that is pageless. So again, it's more of a scrolling document. And that's something that I love, and I would totally recommend if you haven't checked that out quite yet. It's pretty fantastic. It's just in your file page format settings, and it works to create a table of contents there as well. But if you want to make your own, I have a document set up here, and I have all of these different sections. This here, I have it set up as title text, so it's set up a little bit differently. And we'll also need to go through and change some of these others, but the rest of it is just normal text. This document is about 4 pages long. All right. So what I'm going to do is go to my insert menu, and I'm going to make a table of contents. And you have two options here. So I have one with page numbers, or I have one with blue links. And I'm going to go with the blue links option, but you can definitely go with the page option if that's what you would prefer. I'm actually going to change where that is because I don't want that to be in the middle of my document. But I'm just going to do normal text, and I'm going to do insert, table of contents. Okay. And then it tells me here, it gives me an idea. So what you need to do is make sure that you're changing your headings on your document and your text style so that it recognizes which ones you want to appear here on this table of contents. So right here, if I want this to appear on my table of contents, it's this whole little section about reading and thinking strategies. What I can do is change this from normal text here at the top to heading. All right. I can do the same thing here. Make that a heading. I can even do heading 2, and it will basically indent that on my table of contents. All right. And then let's say I get a little bit further down and I want this to be spaced down the page a little bit more. Totally up to you on how you do this. This would only be applicable if you're in the setting where you still have page breaks. But I can flip this to a heading as well. And I can do that for all these other sections. Now, if I was still actively typing, that's something that I could do as I work through. But for this example, I just had some content I pasted in so you could see it from there. All right. So I have that all in here. If you notice nothing changed yet, I need to click this little squiggle button here, this little circle, and it works to do that. So it basically made a little table of contents here for me. I can copy a direct link to that section, or I could just click and jump to that section of the page. If you notice, it doesn't have to be on separate pages to take me there. It just takes me to that portion of this text. So that is something that's super nice and neat. You can definitely add text above your table of contents. You can add this table of contents virtually anywhere in your document. You just have to change your text style up here to make the magic happen. Hopefully you find this helpful. And as always, stay tuned for more Google updates.